The following video may contain sensitive topics. The views and opinions of the presenter to these are plainly his own. Furthermore, any and all views and opinions of the presenter do not in any way reflect the views, opinions, statements, and advocacies of his personal contacts, his family, his affiliations, and his profession. While the presenter makes a commitment that all content is original, he is obliged to cite references or acknowledge resources mentioned or used in the production of this video. This disclaimer is also written in the description below.
On this week's TLDR, a teacher showing porn to students, a Filipino chocolate brand is coming back in the market, the Christmas train of LRT1 is fully operational, and the Southeast Asian Games has begun. Hi guys, Ian here, and let's get on with last week's topics on this episode of TLDR. First off, medyo bad news to or bad note sa mga teachers kasi we have tackled about Rafi Tulfo and his botched intervention. Good news about that, I think nagkaayos na off-air and inayos na yung gusot as I mentioned where it should be in the four corners of the principal's office, I guess. Pero this only means na kahit pa paano may natutunang lesson dito si Rafi Tulfo, and I hope that he doesn't do it anymore in his show and on his social media channel. But there is also one case wherein the teacher is behaving badly, and I mean very badly. Kasi itong teacher na to, galawang badang. He has shown pornographic material to students, and yeah, that is very creepy of him doing that. And if I'm not mistaken, grade 1 yata yung estudyante na yung pinakitaan niya ng porn, and that's absolute it's absolute bonkers that a sensible person at the very least would do, let alone teacher yan. I know na ang mga magulang ang pangunahing dapat magturo sa mga kabataan o sa kanilang mga anak, pero once they get into school, it's still the parents' responsibility, but that does not mean teachers are allowed to do the things that they want to do. So I guess that's the only thing that I would like to say about that topic. Let's make it lighter. The Filipino chocolate brand Serg is coming back to the markets. Hindi ko lang alam kung kailan, but there is this Inquirer article wherein Randy Ong, who is now managing Serg after his father-in-law Sergio Gokyolay passed on, and it's a very, for our family, it's a very personal thing that Serg is coming back, because my grandparents from the father's side were Serg's employees until it closed shop around 20 years ago. So talagang napakaganda na bumabalik yung yung brand na yun, and I really wanted to have a taste test once they're out in the market, and I really hope na mag-boom yung yung brand nila in such a way that it boomed before. So fingers crossed on Serg's, okay? And as for military news, 2 Bell AH-1 Cobras from the Jordanian Air Force, the Royal Jordanian Air Force, has been donated to the Philippine Air Force, And we'll just hope that it's fully operational soon, and they're gonna blast bad guys to Kingdom Come. So sana mangyari yun in the future, and it's a good asset for our Air Force. One more thing, in legal matters, the Court of Appeals has actually junked uh, the Kapuso Network's motion for reconsideration, since for the network, yung mga talent nila hindi sila mga empleyado. But then again, the Court of Appeals junked that. I'm not sure where it will go, but the only way to go is up, and that is at the Supreme Court. So lahat ng mga nag-aaral ng media law, sooner or later merong Supreme Court reports sa case na yan, once the Supreme Court has made its decision on the case, if ever the case is escalated to the highest court of the land. For science news, there has been a conjunction between the planets Venus and Jupiter and the moon this week, or in the week that passed. And ang ganda nga kasi crescent moon yun, tapos yung dalawang planeta, parang dalawang tuldok sila dyan, and then ito yung buwan, dito yung buwan. So ang ganda ng ang ganda ng pangyayari. It's such a shame that I haven't seen that myself, but upon checking the pictures here online, it's very fascinating. So it's a good thing. Another thing, the president has formed the Philippine Railways Institute, and I'm very excited that this development, kasi it's been a long time coming for our railway system, specifically the Philippine National Railways, or PNR, to be upgraded and developed in such a way na yung linya ng tren in the past few decades and centuries, sana man lang mabuksan ulit, such as the line from Tutuban to Dagupan, and even up to La Union yata yung pinaka northernmost, and from Tutuban to Legazpi. And meron pang mga spur lines papuntang Arayat, Cabanatuan, 'di ba? It's a very good idea that an institute or an organization sanctioned by the Philippine government has been formed, so that our railways would be developed and rehabilitated for its proper use as alternative transport systems in the age of the bus, the car, and the motorcycle. So, bahala na. I'm very excited for that. And speaking of trains, ayun, the Christmas train of LRT1 is back for the season. And guess who inaugurated it? Or guess who performed in its inauguration this year? Yes, mga kababayan. Good old JMC. Singing his very, very famous song, Christmas in Our Hearts. So, nakakatuwa lang. Kasi 3 years ago, when I was still working at a school in Caloocan, I ride the LRT, and once or twice in my stint there, nakasakay ako ng Christmas train. Ang ganda lang talaga. Medyo siksikan kasi nga it's LRT. No brainer. Pero nakakatuwa lang na habang nakatayo ka or nakaupo ka, habang nakasakay ka doon, all these Christmas decorations are all here. So it's a good thing that it's very much nakakatuwa lang that it's now part of or the anticipated celebration of Christmas here in the Philippines. And mind you, it's Advent today. It's Advent for the next 4 weeks. And let me just tell you that instead of saying Merry Christmas, because Christmastide has not yet come, I would like to tell you all a penitent Advent, you miserable sinner. And we are all miserable sinners. That's it. So, just a reminder. And speaking of church matters, the 30th of November was also the 50th anniversary of the promulgation or the implementation of the ordinary form of the Roman Rite, aka the Novus Ordo or the new form of the Mass. So, through the years naman, nag-develop naman yon into something that is absolutely similar to the traditional Latin Mass, except that it is in the vernacular. And I really do hope that aside from the Diocese of Maasin, other jurisdictions or ecclesiastical jurisdictions in the Philippines would consider ad orientem worship without going all TLM. I mean, it's not that I don't want to, pero syempre, hindi mo naman talaga mabibigla sa kanila na gusto namin TLM so you have to learn this right now. No, it's not like that. I mean, kung mga katulad ko, pwede pa. I mean, I am very eager to learn things like that. But for the ordinary churchgoers, syempre, magtatanong sila, anong klaseng misa to? I understand na, alam ko na may liturgical sense yung pare, pero di ba lang kami sinabihan? I mean, that's what we would like to avoid. So, ayun lang. And one last thing kasi na ko na lahat. The Southeast Asian Games has begun. And it's the 30th games this year. It's a biennial event happening every 2 years. We're hosting it. A lot of setbacks from last week. They were all fixed. They were all clarified. Everything is sorted out. Sort of. Yes, there are setbacks like that, but it's not that big of an issue. Minsan, I don't know why pinapalaki yun ng ibang tao, but people have to get their shit together. Yun lang masasabi ko, because we have to commend those who are working their asses out to get this one-off as good as possible. But of course, kailangan nating i-hold to account din yung mga tao na nag-screw up, yung mga nagkamali sa pagproseso ng nung preparasyon na to. And I do hope that we go for the overall championship this year. So, Laban Pilipinas, we can do this. And that's basically TR this week. What do you think? What do you think I missed? And what do you think I should have included in this video? Please leave it in the comments below. And if you like this, please like this, share this, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell if you would like to be notified of my other videos. And everything that you say and everything that every share, every like, all of that is appreciated. So hanggang dito na lang, and with that said, this is Ian, and until then, see you next time. Bye guys.